Welcome to Hitman Boxing. So I want to talk about y'all boy Danny Garcia. And in the past, I've actually vouched for Danny Garcia. He's had a really good resume. He's fought some tough opponents in the past. But looking at right now and looking at the future, this motherfucker's feeling himself a little bit too much in my opinion. As you all know, his next opponent's going to be Samuel Vargas. I think they're going to be fighting in November or something like that. But Samuel Vargas, nobody knows who the fuck Samuel Vargas is. I had to look at his box rec, and I did notice one very important name in particular, and that was Errol Spence. And Errol Spence knocked this dude out in 4 rounds. Okay? Errol Spence knocked him out 4 rounds. But you got Danny Garcia talking about Errol Spence need to get his fucking resume up, or he need to get his weight up before he even thinks about fighting him, right? So why are you going back and fighting Errol Spence's leftovers? That's what I want to know. And you know what? I will be watching this performance. I will be watching to see if he gets this guy out of there in under 4 rounds. Because we're going to be comparing his performance against Errol Spence's performance. We've got to. We did it against Thurman and Bundu, right? So, and Khan and Algieri. So we've got to compare this fight. If Danny Garcia don't get this motherfucker out in under 4 rounds, that's suspect to me, okay? I don't give a fuck about Styles making fights. You're fighting a fucking bum. You need to get him out of there in under 4 rounds. That's all I'm going to say about that. So, and you know what? Another thing is, this isn't even a title fight. So it's going to be a fucking 10-rounder. Danny Garcia is full of shit because he had opportunities to fight other fighters. I've been watching a lot of these interviews with Danny Garcia on Fight Hype, etc. And he's been feeling himself a little bit too much, man. He don't let that green belt go to his head because he think he's not touchable. He basically called Keith Thurman a bum and said he's going to whoop his ass. Okay. He also said that his next fight is going to be against Keith Thurman. I swear to God, his next fight is not against Keith Thurman. I'm getting on this motherfucker and I'm talking shit about him every fucking day. All right? Danny Garcia's days with that green belt they're numbered. Sooner or later he's gonna have to fight one of these welterweights. And people are already looking at him as one of the weakest champions. And we're gonna overlook Jesse Vargas because a lot of people would say he's probably the weakest champion at 147. But close second is definitely gonna be Danny Garcia. I mean, he always finds a way to win, man, but who the fuck has he fought at 147, honestly? Who has he really fought at 147? Yeah, he fought Robert Guerrero. Robert Guerrero's a little washed up, man. By the time he fought Guerrero, man, he was fucking washed up. Okay? But he hasn't fought since January. What the fuck is he doing with his career? He had Andre Berto lined up, right? Didn't want to take the Berto fight. Then I hear he was going to fight Jojo Dan. Didn't want to take the Jojo Dan fight. Then there was all these rumors about John Molina Jr., which Danny Garcia said that was never really on the table. So this motherfucker, he probably looks at a list of fighters, goes straight to the motherfucking bottom, and sees this motherfucker, Samuel Vargas. Oh, that'll make for a good fight. Yeah, Samuel Vargas, he knows how to win. He's got 5 straight wins. Shut the fuck up, Danny Garcia. You ain't selling shit to me, man. You ain't selling no motherfucking fight to me with no fucking Samuel Vargas. Oh, he knows how to win. But he got knocked out twice already, right? Danny Garcia's the biggest fucking cherry picker at 147. I talk shit about Keith Thurman. I talk shit about Kell Brook, Amir Khan. But Danny Garcia might be the biggest bitch at 147. Real talk. This cocky ass motherfucker, him and his father, talking all that shit. All that shit. Oh, why fight a Thurman when you can fight a Salka? Because the motherfuckers are paying him all this money to fight these fucking bums, man. So he don't give a fuck what we say about him. The only way to get to this motherfucker is to his pockets. And I doubt if people stop going to his fights. I doubt if people stop watching his fights. But that's really the only way to stick it to this motherfucker. If there ain't no money, we can't pay this motherfucker to fight these bums. I hope he does fight Keith Thurman early next year, man. Keith Thurman's gonna beat his ass. He gotta beat his ass, man. He's holding his green belt hostage, man. In fact, it's like everyone, he's holding the entire 147 division hostage. Fighting these bums and shit. You know? And you know what, matter of fact, man, I hope Keith Thurman beat his ass, man. I hope they make that fight. I hope this motherfucker don't run and he makes this fight with Keith Thurman, because Keith Thurman's going to beat his ass. He is too fast for his ass. Too much power. Better boxing ability. Like I said, Danny Garcia's days as the WBC champion, they're numbered, man. And it's a shame, too, that this motherfucker continues to fight these bums like this. You know, we probably won't see that Thurman fight till the end of next year, man. Let's be honest. Let's be truly honest with this shit. He said Keith Thurman was a bum. Man, this motherfucker, he's feeling himself a little too much, and I don't like that shit. So, Danny Garcia is going to make easy work of Samuel Vargas. And then he better train his ass off for Keith Thurman, because Keith Thurman's coming for that motherfucking green belt. Hitman boxing, I'm out of here.